As you guys can see, I've been having a lot of fun with 6'8 builds this season, especially those that can play on both ends of the basketball court. Steals, dunks, dimes, and collecting that mid-range money are the things that just make the game a lot of fun for me. But that's what it's all about, having fun. Today I've got a modified version of this build for you shooters out there that just want to knock down crazy shots, step backs, hop jumpers, post fades, and still be able to dunk the ball, catch some lobs, the occasional putback, all while being respectable on defense, an all-around fun build. Because once again, having fun is the whole purpose of playing 2K. It's probably the reason why I make so many two-ways, because I love playing both ends of the court, defense and offense, and having a build that can punish at all three levels, taking full advantage of whatever the defense gives me. Today's video is sponsored by NBA Infinite. If you're looking for a chance to win autographed merchandise, or maybe even tickets to an NBA regular season game for the 24-25 season, then NBA Infinite is the best way to do it. This is a free-to-play PvP mobile basketball game where you collect star players to build your dream NBA lineup. You'll create your own dynasty and chase the championship. Collect your NBA player cards, each with dominance and exclusive skills, waiting for you to master and level up your players to drive to the hoop like Giannis or protect the rim like Embiid. Running now until game launch, NBA Infinite will be running a sweepstakes with awesome prizes that you could potentially win. To enter, just click the link below, add your email, and pre-register on your mobile device, and you can have a chance to win autographed merch or even tickets to a regular season game. Hey, so make sure you click the link in the description to pre-register for NBA Infinite for your chance to win big today. And as always, I'd like to thank NBA Infinite for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the show. In 3 seasons, I've shown you guys my 6 builds, and I think only one of them has higher than an 83-point rating. And I think I've done a pretty good job providing evidence that you can shoot pretty well with just an 83 ball. But what if that's not good enough? What if for you, on the servers you play on, in the area that you're shooting in, the different events that you play in, it's just not good enough? Maybe you're just not hitting your shots. Well, today I've got a brand new build for you guys, a build that is centered around shooting. My 6'8 Jayson Tatum build, and I made a build similar to this one last year, had a lot of success with it. I want to break it down for you. Let's dive into it. So to begin, we've got a 6'8 shooting guard, 213 pounds with a 6'8 wingspan. I've shown you guys 2 other versions of a build like this, the Paul George and the Tracy McGrady. Those builds were centered around defense. This one's got some defense, but it's mostly about shooting. Let's get into it. Beginning with his finishing, we definitely want to maintain that 80 driving dunk. So we're gonna have to go with a 66 close shot, a 65 driving layup, and we want that 80 driving dunk primarily to catch lobs. I mean, you're gonna be able to punish the defender in the post, spinning off of them and just getting to the rim normally anyway. But we still want to be able to catch some lobs so you can rep up faster, and just for the highlights, and definitely catch some putbacks from time to time. But the big one is the 92 post control to get that gold unpluckable and to maintain that Hall of Fame post spin technician. Now, I can't tell you guys how good it feels when you see a lock who's got like a 96 steal or higher, and he still can't rip you because you're putting him in the post the whole game, spinning off of him. The double team comes, you're dotting corners. It just frustrates him because he feels like, man, I made this build to stop the best scorer on the team, but he can't stop you. Now here's the fun part. We're gonna max out the mid-range to a 96 mid-range. Then we're gonna max out the 3-point shot to an 88 and give him the minimum free throw. So at least if you're playing rec center, you can knock down your free throws. With this 96 mid-range, this comes with gold blinders, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, gold dead eye, Hall of Fame green machine, Hall of Fame space creator. So if you're in the post and you want to take a step back shot, feel free. Now I've shown you guys several 50+ point games playing in the rec center with an 83 ball and a 90 mid-range. Try to imagine fading out of the post with a 96 mid-range, taking step backs when you're in takeover, knowing you're gonna break someone's ankles and you can't miss. We're gonna give him a 75 pass accuracy for that bare minimum to be able to dot corners. And we're gonna max out his ball handle to an 85 and max out the speed with ball to a 77. Remember, with the 92 post control, you still get gold unpluckable, but now you also get gold ankle breaker. It's not only going to be difficult to rip you, but you can also clown people with your dribbles using that Jamal Murray behind the back or that John Wall snatchback dribble. I mean, there's all kinds of fun things you can do with the handles, and you can still dot the corners out of the post. On defense, we're going to max him out with an 83 steal rating. This is good enough for silver interceptor, so you can still be dangerous in those passing lanes. We're going to give you a 78 perimeter defense. I've been doing really well with an 80 perimeter defense on my last 2 builds. I've run with a few guys that have an 83 to an 85 steal rating, and they're still pulling a lot of passes out of the sky, so still expect to be dangerous in those passing lanes. And we're gonna max out the speed to an 82, max out his acceleration at a 75, then we're gonna nearly max out his strength at a 90, a 65 vertical, and a 99 stamina. Now with that 90 strength, you're gonna get Hall of Fame physical handles, and a 90 strength gives you gold immovable enforcer, gold brick wall, and gold back down punisher. Majority of the community doesn't have enough strength to deal with that gold back down punisher. So that's gonna lock a lot of those push off, post up animations that are gonna leave you wide open for mid-range fades all game long. So overall, when we take a look at this build, we've got a powerful post scorer that can annihilate weaker builds in the post for wide open shots. We've got an immaculate mid-range and deadly three-point shooter that can absolutely take over the game at all 3 levels. We've got a 6'8" ball handler that can either post up or take ankles. A solid defender that can still rip and intercept passes, who's a deadly combination of speed and strength with max stamina, so you're never getting tired while you're cooking your defenders. Now we've got a few more points we can put towards standing dunk, or we can put towards free throw. In most cases, I tend to put it towards free throw to make sure that I'm the man knocking down the big shots in late game situations in a 5v5 setting. And when you finalize the build, we get a sharpshooter. Now I've got another version of a build similar to this one that has shot blocking and steals, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Let's jump into some highlights. Now a few nights ago, we had 3 sweaty rec games back to back to back. And it just seemed like everybody was running zones, 3-2 zones. Some of these highlights are gonna show you guys how to break up those zones. Really, if you just penetrate to the middle, you can actually just break that whole zone up. Right now we got the lock trying to guard me, doesn't want me to get to the rim, leaving open that wide open 3-point line. Now, obviously this isn't the same exact build, but you can imagine how to play with that build. And this is why you want to be able to dunk the ball really quickly, get to the rim. But if you're patient and just watch what the defense does, you're gonna see a lot of rotations, a lot of switches, a lot of people trying to protect the rim with the center. And then they're gonna run back to their position when you stay put, and you'll be seeing yourself wide open for threes. It's hilarious. It's like somebody put out a video on how to play 3-2 defense, and these guys are all practicing. Now, I guess that's why there's full teams in the rec trying to do this. Maybe that's the best time to do it. Try to practice in the rec center, but if you just watch the defense, stay patient, you can see them mess up their rotations all game. And if they actually try to stay on you, look what happens. And one dunking on them. You're already too strong, too fast, got dribbles, get to the rim anytime you want to. And look at the center, like constantly trying to help out. And they don't know I got this in my bag too. That mid-range fade, step back, wide open threes, bottoms. And that's with an 83 ball. Just imagine what you could do with the build I just showed you. Hey, so that's the build. As always, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Is a sharpshooter like this one a build for you? Maybe your 3-point percentage or your shot percentage in general hasn't really gone up, or it's been fluctuating over the last couple seasons, and maybe this is the build that might change everything for you. You want to sit deep hash, sit corner, or ISO from the post, maybe just ISO off the dribble. This is a definite good build for you. As always, smack that like and subscribe. Don't forget to share the video. Check out NBA Infinite, and I'll see you guys in the next one.